What is the hype around clear taillights and why do so many people like them? Well, I bought 3 different sets of every single possible clear taillight they make for the 99 to 07 Classic Chevy Silverados and Tahoes. And today I'm going to show you what the hype is behind these taillights. So these are the 3 taillights we got. Right now they're in boxes. Let's get them opened up so that way I can show you what all exactly we have here. So these are the 3 taillights that we have here today. This is really everything they offer in a clear taillight for these vehicles. Our first one here is the 99 to 02 taillight technically. This one is the 03 to 07, and this is the Tahoe Suburban, whatever you want to call that. There is a few differences between these two. They're both interchangeable. You can run them on either or, but there is some technicalities that do make them specific for the year model that they were made for. But first one we'll go over is the 99 to 02 one. These 99 to 02 taillights are an almost exact replica of the early 2000s APC style taillight. The newer version of these has a silver outline on the outside, where the original APC taillights had a clear outline. These have the brake lights, your reverse lights, and your turn signals all have a nice frosted effect on them. Now let's look at the 03 to 07 Classic taillight. You can see that the turn signal and the brake light have a clear area of the lens where you can see the bulb. The reverse light has a frosted effect to it to help disperse the light, and so does the courtesy light area. The 03 to 07 has a black outer trim instead of the silver. It has the same bubble effect. It's a very nice taillight. So your main differences between the 99 to 02 taillight and your 03 to 07 Classic, obviously besides the fact that they're a different design and pattern and stuff. 03 to 07 does have the courtesy light, which the 99 to 02s did not. But when it does come to hooking them up, the connections in the back at the pigtail are slightly different. So you can run either or taillight on whatever body style you want. You might just run into an issue with getting the plugs to fit in the back. But overall, it's the same exact dimensions. They fit the taillight housings exactly the same. And last but not least, the Tahoe, Yukon, whatever you want to call it, the SUV version of the clear taillights. When it comes to the Tahoe taillight, you get the same frosted effect as you do on like the 99 to 02 APC knockoff taillights, but like the 03 to 07 Classic trucks, you have that outer black trim ring around it. It is a very nice looking taillight, and these taillights will work on any 99 to 06 Tahoe, Yukon, whatever type of SUV you have. So for anyone that might not be familiar with putting taillights in any of these 99 to 07 model trucks and SUVs, it is like beyond the most simplest thing you could ever do. You literally need one tool. You need a Phillips screwdriver, and that is literally the only thing that you need. They are super simple to do these taillights. So we're gonna put these on my Tahoe. I'll show you how easy it is to do them, and then we'll see what the final outcome looks like. Alright, so we're going to put the bulbs in now. We got everything took apart. Super simple. Now, if You start running LEDs because who's going to want to run clear taillights without having nice looking LEDs in them? You're going to want to run some type of way to fix the hyperflash. I'll link the video I got. Makes super simple, easy to do, a way to get rid of the hyperflash so you don't have to worry about that ever again. Now what I'm going to be doing is I got these red LEDs and I'm going to be using them for obviously the brake light and the turn signal. I think that would give it a good look. You know, you can do like a white or an amber or even like a, you know, a switchback type LED, but I am going to run the red for my turn signal. I think it will be a good look to it. And then obviously the reverse light will just be your basic, simple, you know, just clear white LED. So we'll pop these in and then get the taillight put in. All right, so taillights are in all of the vehicles, so that way you can see what everything looks like on the truck. And there's a few little things that I want to go over and kind of show you before I let you see the whole final product. That way you know more or less exactly what you're getting. I don't want you to go buy something that, you know, isn't exactly what you're expecting. So I'll show you a few different things, and I'll also give you all the prices on all the different taillights also. So the first ones, the Tahoe ones, this is what I showed you, what I was putting in. And so this is kind of our final product. I just kind of want to show you just so you can get a good see. All the gaps on these I'm pretty happy with. Everything seems to line up, you know, pretty nice. You can see kind of what the LEDs look like in there. And, you know, I went with the red turn signal, red brake light, and then a white reverse light. And overall, it's a nice look. Everything fits good. I'm pretty happy with these. You know, they seem to fit the body pretty nice. And these Tahoe taillights, they cost me off eBay $49.49 for the pair of them. Now that's not including the actual bulbs. You'll have to get those yourself, but the taillights just themselves were $49.49. These are the ones in my Super Shorty, the 03 to 07 classic taillights. Now I will say I did buy new ones for the sake of this video, but I already have some in this truck and I've had them for over a year. The only issue I have, you can see right there, it is starting to yellow just a little bit, but besides that, everything looks great. And I mean, the slight yellowing doesn't really bother me, but I mean, they're not expensive. You can go buy another pair. They're probably the most expensive ones that I bought. But overall, the gaps fit really nice. It sits up against the body well. I'm really happy with these ones. The only thing I don't like, and I'm not sure if it's just me or what, but the little courtesy light down there, I didn't know that it was gonna flash with the turn signal, and that's really annoying. And the other sides went out, but my passenger side, I don't know. I'll probably get an amber bulb and put in there, and I guess it would look better, but that part is kind of annoying. But these taillights, I got them off eBay too, and the pair of them without any LED bulbs was $79.98. So really though, that's not a bad deal for a set of taillights, so I'm not gonna complain, because overall I'm really happy with these. These ones they're pretty nice. And the last set, the APC knockoffs for the 99-02s. Now I don't have anything on or bulbs in them because I got it in my GMC truck and this thing's a mess. So I can't show you what the lights look like in them. But what I will say, and I've had a set of these before on a truck, and they just do not fit as good as these other ones. And so this is the second set I've had, and these don't fit great either. By no means are they awful, but you can see down here the gap's very tight and it gets wider up top, and you have a good little gap down there and it's tight up here. This is the second set I've had. I really like these. I think these are beautiful taillights, but they just don't fit the best. And this side it's the same way. I mean, it's maybe a little bit better, but like the gaps just, I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of them. They don't fit the best. Now, up until recently, these had been like the most expensive ones that you could buy. They'd been like 170 bucks for a pair, cheapest I could ever find. But they've came down, and I was able to get these off eBay as well for $68.13. So I don't know. They look awesome. If you can deal with not the best fitment, I would say go for them, because I think they are an awesome looking taillight. And I don't really think they're bad to have yellowing problems. They were on a truck of mine, and then I sold it to a buddy, and he still has them on there, and they look great. It's just the only complaint with them is the fitment. I've never had an original set of the APC taillights, so I don't know how the fitment was on them, but I assume it's probably better than these. But trying to find a set of those is extremely hard, and they're not cheap when you do find them. So these aren't a horrible option. It's just if you can live with the fitment. So in conclusion, these are, all three of them, I think, are awesome looking taillights, way better than factory, and it has that unique look to them that really starting to come back around. A lot of people are starting to like it again. It has that old school look, and I think it's a pretty popular thing. I did want to make this video because there'd been a lot of people that would comment on TikToks or Instagram Reels and stuff asking about these taillights in my truck, and I thought it was a well-known thing, but apparently it's not. These things are super easy to install. I mean, 20 minutes, you can have both of them in, and it totally changes the way your vehicle looks. Some people love them, some people hate them, but the one thing you can't argue is it's a cheap taillight option compared to a lot of the other taillights out there. I mean, you can easily spend a couple $100s for a set of taillights, and you need these and some bulbs. You could easily be at $100 in a set of them. But I guess that'll be it. I hope you liked the video. I like to show, you know, I'm all about cheap upgrades, doing stuff as cheap as I possibly can. But at the same time, I want good quality stuff that you're not just gonna have to instantly replace. But I've ran these before, besides the Tahoe ones, and I've been pretty happy with them, and I feel like it's something worth showing. A lot of people want to put taillights in their truck, but they don't want to spend hundreds of dollars on a set. So if you like this style, it's a good, cheaper way to get into a nice set of aftermarket taillights. If you enjoyed the video, drop a comment. Let me know if you've ever had a set of these before. Let me know your thoughts on them. And if you liked it, drop a like. That's always appreciated. And if you want to see more, subscribe, because I'm trying to do other videos, do some cool things. So I appreciate you watching, and we'll see you in another video.